her. So civil complaint, simply allegations, needs to be proven in a court of law. But if true, it could rise to the level of criminality. And, we'll see what happens after the DA looks and investigates.
Buzbee said because he's alleging that Jay-Z's team and Jay-Z had private investigators and a bunch of people reaching out to former employees of the firm, their families, including the plaintiff's family.
It was a shocking surprise that no one expected, a big revelation that shocked the entertainment world. It left even the most experienced people surprised, especially after months of rumors and growing lawsuits against Diddy and Jay-Z. The third person in the lawsuit accusing both of a serious crime has supposedly been identified, and it's someone unexpected, Diddy's own mother, Shanice. She's the same person who strongly defended her son during his legal issues, but now finds herself caught up in the very lawsuits she's been speaking out about. The FBI is reportedly focusing on her as an important witness, and whether she chooses to cooperate or not could change the direction of this already tense case.
Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
It was an unexpected shock, the kind of news that rocks the entertainment world and leaves even the most experienced observers stunned after months of rumors and growing lawsuits against Diddy and Jay-Z. The mysterious third person in the lawsuit accusing both men of a serious crime has supposedly been identified, and it turns out to be Diddy's own mother, Shanice. Yes, the same woman who has strongly defended her son through his legal issues now finds herself caught up in the very lawsuits she's spoken out against. The FBI is reportedly focusing on her as an important witness, and whether she decides to cooperate or not could change the direction of this already intense case.
Today, just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to...
To understand how serious this is, we need to look at the lawsuit filed by a woman called Jane Doe. She says the incident happened at a private party hosted by Diddy. According to her, a driver who worked for Diddy brought her to the party. Once there, she was pressured to sign a document she didn't fully understand and was given a drink that made her feel dizzy. She claims that after this, both Diddy and Jay-Z took advantage of her while a female celebrity, Janice Combs, watched. The lawsuit has gained a lot of attention because of the shocking accusations and the involvement of two famous hip-hop stars.
In her civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
Jay-Z and Diddy have strongly denied the accusations, calling the lawsuit false and harmful to their reputations. Jay-Z has been especially vocal, saying the claims are absurd and accusing the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, of trying to blackmail rich and famous people for money. In a strong statement, Jay-Z said he would never settle such claims and challenged the lawyer to file criminal charges if he truly believed in the case. Anyone who would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked up, don't you agree? Jay-Z said, insisting on his innocence and demanding justice.
He said we are not done and that Combs did not do this alone. Do you foresee that there could be other charges related to this case?
I'm not taking anything off the table.
Diddy's response has been more low-key, likely because he is already dealing with several other legal issues. He is currently in federal custody, waiting for trial on separate charges, including racketeering and exploitation. His lawyers have repeatedly denied all accusations, saying they are false and part of an organized effort to ruin his reputation. However, the fact that his mother is now mentioned in this lawsuit makes his situation even more complicated.
This judge has ruled that the rapper and producer Sean Diddy Combs will stand trial on federal trafficking and racketeering charges in May. He'll be held in prison until then. Sean Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges that he used his business empire to transport women and male workers across state lines to take part in recorded performances. If convicted, he could face a life.
Janice Combs is facing a critical decision. Sources say the FBI has given her two options: cooperate and testify about what she allegedly saw, or risk facing legal consequences herself. The pressure on her to comply is intense, and her choice could have major consequences, not just for her son, but also for Jay-Z, who is reportedly becoming more worried about what she might
To the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
Jay-Z and Diddy, once seen as key figures in hip-hop's golden era, are now under heavy scrutiny. They both rose to fame in the 1990s and built massive business empires, but now they may end up facing off in court. While neither has publicly commented on Janice Combs possibly testifying, sources say tensions between them are at an all-time high. There's a lot of finger-pointing right now, an insider shared. Both Jay-Z and Diddy are focused on protecting themselves, and if necessary, they won't hesitate to blame each other.
Public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right now, I think it really underscores the magnitude of what he's facing and the weight of the federal.
The risk of betrayal is high, especially for Jay-Z, given what's at stake. The lawsuit could damage his legacy, built over decades of success and philanthropy. As both a rapper and businessman, he has worked hard to create an image of social responsibility, often using his influence to support criminal justice reform and other causes. Being linked to such a scandal could undo years of reputation building, and he seems determined to fight back. His legal team, led by top attorney Alex Bow, has already filed several motions to dismiss the case, arguing that the plaintiff's story has major inconsistencies. They have also criticized Tony Buzbee, accusing him of not properly investigating the claims before taking legal action.
You know, obviously this civil suit was coming for a while, and there was some talk between Buzbee and Jay-Z's lawyers. I think both Buzbee and Jay-Z's lawyers are really alphas, so...
For Diddy, the situation is even more serious. He is already facing federal charges that could lead to a life sentence if convicted, and this new lawsuit only adds to his legal troubles. Now, with his mother's involvement coming to light, the pressure on him is growing even more. Janice Combs has always defended her son, even releasing a statement earlier this year calling the allegations against him a public lynching. But if she testifies against Jay-Z and possibly implicates Diddy as well, it raises big questions about where her true loyalties lie. Would she really turn against her own son to protect herself, or will she refuse to cooperate and risk her own freedom?